Hi there, let's read this book called Real Princesses Change the World. Introduction. Although each princess in this book is unique, they all have something in common. They spend a lot of time helping others. They use their voices and talents to make their communities safer, stronger, and healthier. They are creative in the ways they approach challenges, and they are problem solvers. Princesses, like us, have big futures ahead, and their lives, like ours, are changing all the time. They may become involved in new projects, and their dreams may look a bit different tomorrow than they do today. Even so, each princess shows how one person can work hard to make small changes, and those changes can add up to a better world. Real princesses change the world. Here we go. Okay, look at all of these northern. So this is showing a whole bunch of princesses that they're going to talk about in this story. And it tells here about the ones in Africa and where they are, and the ones in Asia and where they are, and in Australia, Oceania, Europe and the ones they have, and then the heirs apparent are also brought up here. So let's get started. Her Royal Highness Princess Abzi Djigma in Burkina Faso, Africa. Real princesses are engineers. When Princess Abzi Djigma was a little girl, she and her family had only one light source: kerosene lamps that were smoky, smelly, and dangerous. It was hard to read or study, but Princess Abzi wanted to learn. Her parents sent her to school in England, where better light and opportunity existed. Princess Abzi became an engineer, but she never forgot how hard it was to learn when she was younger. So she created a small solar-powered light for families who don't have electricity in their homes, called Mama Light. It recharges easily, doesn't cost much, and illuminates for hours. For those with access to electricity, it may seem easy to turn on a lamp when they need it. But nearly 1 billion people in the world today do not have electricity. Princess Abzi's Mama Light helps many learn, be safer, and even run their businesses. Futures are brighter because of Princess Abzi. Her Royal Highness Princess Sikanyoso Dlamini, Kingdom of Eswatini, Africa. Real princesses are computer experts. When Princess Sikanyoso was just 7 years old, her father, the king, gave her 2 important responsibilities. She became chief maiden for the Kingdom of Eswatini, and she led the yearly Umlaga reed dance. At this celebration, thousands of girls and young women gathered to learn from one another, perform traditional dances, and express their love for His Majesty the King and Her Majesty the Queen Mother. Princess Sikanyoso held those roles for 20 years. But her life wasn't all dances and ceremonies. She also attended schools in 3 countries and earned a master's degree in digital communication. Now, her job is to manage how her country uses computers and other technology. She creates connections between people and businesses to build a stronger nation. As Princess Sikanyoso said, "The sky is the limit in the Kingdom of Eswatini." She helps her country reach for it. Her Royal Highness Princess Keisha Omalana in Nigeria, Africa. Real princesses are businesswomen. Keisha Bolden was born in California, USA. Yet later, she became a fashion designer, actor, and model. Keisha broke many barriers in these fields by wearing her hair naturally. When Keisha married Princess Adekunle Adebayo Omalana of the Arigbabuwo royal family in Nigeria, she became a princess. They live in London and have 2 children together. Today, Princess Keisha still models and acts, but she's also a public speaker, educator, and business owner. Through her self-created business, A Crown of Curls, Princess Keisha teaches parents how to care for their children's hair, especially if it is a different texture or type than their own. Princess Keisha shows children that their hair is beautiful, and most importantly, that they are beautiful. She encourages children to love themselves because when they do, they can break barriers too. Her Imperial Highness, Princess Keiko of Akishono in Japan, Asia. Real princesses are dedicated. Princess Keiko was born into the world's oldest continuous family monarchy. The imperial family of Japan dates back at least 1,500 years. She grew up surrounded by its rich history and traditions. After graduating from college, Princess Keiko stepped into her obligations and now devotes her life to her country and monarchy. She represents Japan at ceremonies and informal meetings at home and around the world. Princess Keiko said, "It's not about what I want to do, but about addressing the official duties that have been asked of me." She chose to follow a path of service to the imperial family of Japan. Her Royal Highness Princess Rima bint Bandar Al Saud, Saudi Arabia, Asia. Real princesses are visionaries. In 2017, Princess Rima stepped into a unique and important job in Saudi Arabia, encouraging businesses, schools, and local communities to allow women and girls to be involved in sports. She gave speeches, held meetings with officials, and spoke one-on-one with people to help them see how this change would benefit girls and everyone in the country too. Now girls in every public school take gym classes. Women can own fitness centers and play sports. Several stadiums in Saudi Arabia give access to women so they can watch games that men play. Saudi women who only dreamed of competing in the Olympics can train and represent their country. Because of Princess Rima and others who share her vision, women and girls in Saudi Arabia have more opportunities than ever before. Her Royal Highness Princess Bajrakitiyapa Narendranavyava Kramlangrava Lasarinisarabiyapa Mahavajranjadhati in Thailand, Asia. Real princesses are lawyers. When Princess Bajrakitiyapa was young, she attended one of the first girls-only schools in Thailand, a school started by her great-grandmother, Queen Sauvaba Phongxri. The princess went on to earn 4 college degrees in liberal arts and law, including a doctorate of juridical science. Princess Bajrakitiyapa realized that many Thai women struggled to earn money legally, which led to them being imprisoned. So she started the Navha Foundation to teach jailed Thai women how to make products like food and beauty care items. Once they are released from prison, these women can make and sell the items to support themselves and their families. In addition to supporting Thai women, Princess Bajrakitiyapa speaks up for female prisoners around the world. She helped create the Bangkok Rules adopted by the United Nations, hoping that imprisoned women in every country would be treated properly. As a lawyer, Princess Bajrakitiyapa acts on behalf of women everywhere. Princess Angelica Latufuipeka Tukuaha in Tonga, Australia, Oceania. Real princesses are ambassadors. An ambassador is like a human bridge connecting one place to another. Princess Latufuipeka is this bridge for Tonga. She is the first woman to be appointed as a Tongan ambassador, known as a high commissioner in her country, She hosts gatherings for officials and visiting royalty where Tongans dance, sing, and share their customs. These activities teach visitors about the unique Tongan culture. Princess Letufuipeka also connects the Tongan people with their own culture. She inspires them to practice their traditional dances, songs, and art. She reminds the women in her community that their legacy skills, like weaving ta'ovavala, a mat worn around the waist, can give them opportunities today. Thanks in part to Princess Letufuipeka's efforts, beautiful ta'ovala and original artwork are in demand by visitors from other countries. Princess Letufuipeka is connecting the past with the present and Tonga with the world. Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden, Europe. Real princesses are environmentalists. Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden wanted to protect the environment, but first she needed to understand the reasons why it was in danger. So she sailed on ships with scientists studying the climate crisis. She visited research stations in the Arctic and helped sample the ice to look for changes over time. She realized that one behavior, like overfishing in the ocean, can hurt something else, like the sea creatures that depend on fish to survive. The Crown Princess continues to learn from environmental experts. She shares their work with leaders of countries and businesses, asking them to respect and protect our planet and our water. The Crown Princess once said, "Climate change and air pollution are concrete problems, and we need to act now." Thankfully, in her role as the future Queen of Sweden, she will have even more opportunities to protect our planet. Her Serene Highness Princess Charlene of Monaco, Europe. Real princesses are athletes. Because her mother was a swimming instructor, Charlene Whitstock first jumped into a pool when she was a very young child. Later, Charlene began swimming competitively and represented her home country of South Africa in the 2000 Olympics. A few years after the Olympics, she married Prince Albert of Monaco and became a princess. Today, she lives with her family in a country nestled by the Mediterranean Sea. Princess Charlene still loves swimming, although she knows water can be dangerous too. Her mission is to save lives worldwide by funding swimming lessons, speaking up about water safety, and teaching rescue techniques. Thanks to Princess Charlene, many more children can safely splash, swim, and enjoy the water. They might even become champion swimmers themselves. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, United Kingdom, Europe. Real princesses are feminists. Meghan Markle was born in California. When she was 11 years old, she saw a commercial on TV about washing dishes, and it was aimed only at women. Meghan wrote a letter to the company speaking up for women and girls, and the company changed its commercial shortly after. Meghan built a successful career as an actor and eventually married Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. The Duchess and the Duke of Sussex are no longer working members of the royal family. However, the Duchess of Sussex continues to speak up for women with her words and actions and through the organizations she supports. One group provides guidance for women who are looking for jobs. Another assists women who feed their hungry neighbors. And another provides mental health resources to Black women and girls. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, is a feminist. She's working toward a world where, no matter their gender, all people are treated equally and with compassion. Her Royal Highness the Princess of Wales, United Kingdom, Europe. Real princesses speak up for children. The Princess of Wales is helping adults understand how important childhood is. When Catherine Middleton married Prince William, the Duke of Cambridge, she became a Duchess and later Princess of Wales. She knew that healthy, happy children more often grow up to be healthy, happy adults. But, she wondered, did people understand how much childhood impacts who a person becomes as an adult? She decided to ask. The princess and other experts created a survey called 5 Big Questions on the Under Fives and shared it with people in her country. Almost 500,000 people completed the questionnaire. Surprisingly, most of them did not realize how vital it is to have a positive childhood. Now, the project team can work on fixing problems found through the survey. Children's lives will be better today, and they will become even stronger and more capable tomorrow. The Princess of Wales speaks up for children because she believes that big change starts small. Real princesses are learning to be leaders. These 4 princesses are heirs apparent, next in line to lead their monarchies as queens. Okay, so we have Her Royal Highness Catharina Amalia Beatrix Carmen Victoria, the Princess of Orange in Netherlands, Europe. She was born in 2003. Her Royal Princess, the Princess of Australia, Lebandor de Boban de Ortiz in Spain, Europe, born 2005. Her Royal Highness Princess Elizabeth, the Duchess of Brabant, Belgium, Europe, born 2001. Her Royal Highness Princess Ingrid Alexandra, Norway, Europe, born 2004. In many monarchies worldwide, the rules about who can be the next heir apparent are changing. Now in these monarchies, the firstborn child of the current king or queen, no matter their gender, can lead. In Norway, Princess Ingrid is the first female heir apparent in over 600 years. Princess Leonor is the first in more than 150 years. Princess Elizabeth will be the first female leader of the Belgian monarchy in history. Getting ready for this role is a lot of work. The princesses go to school or college full-time, sometimes living away from home. They study different languages, often 3 or more, to better understand those from other nations. They practice meeting people outside their family and listening to their concerns. The princesses represent their countries at special events, sometimes wearing traditional clothing. They learn to behave in ways that honor their monarchy. In speeches they write and give, the princesses offer their hopes for their communities and the world. Each day, these princesses discover that becoming a good leader takes time and preparation. Much like you, they are growing into all they can be and do. And here's the note from the author. Once upon a time, there was a mom with 3 daughters who loved pretending to be princesses. They danced in princess costumes, watched princess movies, and played with princessy toys. Although the daughters had fun, the mother felt frustrated that she couldn't find books to share about real princesses. She wanted her daughters to learn how women in royal families spent their days, probably not always wearing long sparkly dresses or going to balls, and how they used their roles to make the world better. The daughters grew up and stopped playing princesses, but the mother never forgot about wanting real princess stories to share. By this time, the mother was a children's book author, and she decided to ask other children what they thought about princesses. Many years had passed, and the internet provided more ways to learn about royal families. Surprisingly, children still thought princesses were more like the fairy tale version than real life. The time had come for the mother, me, to research real princesses. Just as I suspected, princesses use their skills and ambitions to make the world better. Now I can share this information with my daughters and children everywhere. Real Princesses Change the World is the book I wished we'd had. The end. And there's a little glossary if you need to read that to know better who's what, because there's so many different things there. Crowned princess or crowned prince, monarchy and monarch, princess and duchess, royalty and style. And who said it? This is a little quiz Match each quote with the princess who said it. And here's the answers. You can pause and read this if you want. And dream big questions that you could use to talk to others about princesses. You know, about what you would do if you were like these princesses. And I hope you enjoyed that book about princesses. Real princesses change the world, and they do. A lot of those are doing very important things. Hope you enjoyed this and that you come back, subscribe, come back often. We'll see you next time here on Stories with Grandma.